You are listening to CrossTalk, a safe place to discuss addiction, recovery, harm reduction, and everything in between. Support for this podcast comes from the Kentucky Opioid Response Effort and Advocates of Recovery. Content and production by the team at Turning Point Recovery Community Center. Now, buckle up and get ready for the show.
Welcome everyone to CrossTalk Recovery, the recovery podcast that supports all forms of recovery. I'm Matt Lewis, and I'm here with
Sam Peterson,
Daphne Lewis,
Kevin Long,
Brandon Fitch,
Amanda Weersma,
Nathan Brockett,
Michelle Fonda.
welcome you all once again, the year-ending podcast that we've done. This is the third year. It's hard to believe we've done this podcast this long. You know?
3 straight years. Right?
It survived.
It's been going for
It survived.
3 straight years, man, and still only 12 followers.
And next year we hope to have Merry Christmas to you 12.
I hate to tell
8
you,
of them are in here.
yeah. And I think we lost one. So
Yeah, I'm sure we've lost several. But it's awesome, man. I think this year has been good for me. But, you know, there's been some struggles. I know all of us have had our ups and downs. And we get together at the end of the year and we're like a big family. And we do our dirty Santa and we eat greasy pizza and a fellowship, man. And I, for one, am truly grateful to work here and have you all in my family. Like I tell people all the time, get all the families you can. You know, we have a recovery family, I have my work family, I have my church family. Like, just get all the families, all the support you can, because life is hard and recovery is hard.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed to have all of you in my life.
Thank you,
I don't
Matt.
really know what we're going to talk about today, other than, I thought it might be fun for people to share their things they're grateful for about this year and things that something maybe they struggled with this year and overcame. So I know for me, like, I started this year dating. My now wife got engaged, got married.
well, we clean that up real quick. If she watches this, like
Yeah. No, it's like all this year, and I've traveled a lot this year.
We
Went
don't.
to Mexico. And,
yeah.
We've
covered a lot of shifts, bro.
Yeah. California. But I lost my dog this year.
Wait. Let's rephrase.
Go ahead.
Did you lose your dog?
Yeah. I had to put him down.
Okay.
But that was like the hardest thing I really dealt with this year, and I feel kind of bad saying that. But
Imagine how the dog feels.
I want to say stuff, but I don't want to. It's icky, man.
Well, Matt's a murderer.
Sorry, buddy.
No, that's why this is so
It's a
fun.
sad subject, and I don't mean to make a joke about it, but
No, that's
hear-
what we do, though. Right?
to hear Matt talk about it's like this unforeseen situation that just happened.
Yeah.
Lost the dog.
Came out of left field.
Yeah.
For him.
No, he spent a lot of money.
Oh well.
Yeah. I tried to save him.
Yeah.
You know?
You know.
I did try to save him. So, Sam.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Man, I don't know. Pretty average year, I think, Just, I don't know if I made a lot of progress in anything.
Well, I know we're not going to ask you to set any goals this year.
Wait, no. What was the goal last year? Do you remember that?
I remember the year before last, he refused to set goals.
He said,
You refused to say it out loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. But, no, I mean, it's
Are you
been
ready to share that yet? What that goal was that you wouldn't say out loud?
No.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
But not here.
Okay, all right.
I know what it is.
Let me get that wireless microphone too.
But no, man, I really am grateful for my job and each and every one of you, because it is like this is pretty much my friend group, because I have my work friends and then I have work friends.
So if you're listening at home, that's not a drum solo.
It is.
And it's probably intentional.
But it's been a great year. I don't have much to complain about, and that's the deal. Or any much went wrong. It's just a great year, and everything seems to be going well, and family's healthy. I'm happy my mom got a new dog.
Oh,
Maybe-
that's
maybe-
exciting.
She protect it.
Yeah, I'm
Make
sure.
sure it's safe.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be well taken care of
Good.
and trained.
Trained well. That way we can't blame anything on it.
Yeah. But but it's just been a great year, and I'm just really grateful for y'all, and that's about all I got. It's a nice steady year, but it's a whole lot better than the way they used to be. I'll put it to you that way.
That's right.
There's a lot to be grateful for when nothing has happened.
Right.
When it's
Boat
been
hasn't rocked
just
too much.
coasting. That's a lot to be grateful for. It's almost like being grateful for the things you don't have, like court dates and all those things.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Man, I'm far removed from a arrest or a court date
yeah.
it's been a long time, so that's something to definitely be grateful for. It's like nothing overly good has happened, but nothing really bad has happened, and it's just grateful for that. Like the nice even keel that this year's been, no ups or downs. Just,
Wait till you see what we have in store for you next year.
Nah. All right.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Sam. Well, as y'all know, my year has been up and down. It's been a rough year. I think this is year 5 of sobriety, and it was probably the toughest year that I've had, but I didn't have to drink or use over it, so I'm really grateful for that. I think the best thing that's happened this year was I got my right back to vote. I didn't exercise it, but
But you've got it. It's like she's just wielding it just in case.
I can pull this baby out anytime I want.
Keep that in the pocket. You got to make sure to register
Don't dare me, because I'll
early.
shoot.
Yeah.
And but I was so excited to have a right back,
Yeah.
like I had the choice to be able to vote if I wanted to vote. But yeah, I think that was the best thing that happened this year for us. I'm grateful for my family. They drive me absolutely bonkers, but I love them.
This is recorded, right?
I know.
Okay.
And
I'm sure they know that they drive her
watch
bonkers
it.
too.
You're going to add 2 more people to the podcast. But I love them. I'm truly grateful for them. They've stood by me this year through the tough spots that we've had, and we've kind of really pulled together and just bonded more this year with everything that's went on.
Awesome.
And that's cool. The right to vote is one thing. But you also have the right to hold public office now.
No, I didn't know that.
Daphne for
mayor.
president.
We can do worse.
I'm not going to say anything.
That's going to be your motto.
We've done a lot worse.
Yeah, we've done a lot worse. And like that's really cool though. I mean, I would always be afraid. Like, there's still some skeletons, right? Like,
Right.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and politics is dirty, but at the same time, it's when you complete your sentence. Governor Bashir signed that into law in 2021, I believe. Not to law. I'm sorry, he signed an executive order, which meant that we all get our rights back once we complete our sentences. And that's neat, right? Because it is important. We were so voiceless for so long, and now we have the ability to say, who gets to lead us.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
congratulations.
excited about that.
Daphne 2028.
Yeah.
There's 3 different names you can go by, too.
They-
Let's get it.
You're the only one to get to.
Oh, I can't vote.
Yeah, but you're almost there.
I'm so close.
But you're on the insurance now.
I am. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You're trusted to drive people,
Yeah,
but
I know.
not vote. Yeah.
You should, you should get that right back this year, though.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's cool.
It's coming.
Kevin.
Ah,
Don't yell at me.
don't yell at me. Well, this year for me, unfortunately, wasn't a lot different than some previous years. I went back to and graduated from recovery. I had another relapse about 1.5 years ago. Went back to inpatient and graduated again. So this time I'm doing something a little different. Not going back to my normal occupation, taking a little bit slower, doing something different. And I'm thankful for it. I've noticed, that most days I'm a lot happier.
Yeah.
It's it's not as fast paced. It's not as frustrating. You're not pulling your hair out all day every day. That's a lot of hair for me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like pulling your hair out.
So I'm grateful for the new opportunities and got some other things I'm looking into, and it's good and it's kind of funny. The longer you stay in recovery, the more you see and the more lights come on.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of lights come on recently, and a lot of them, I like what I was doing. I really did, but I don't like the system.
Yeah.
And you can't fix the system, so might be time for me to do something else.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Glad to have you on board,
Yeah,
brother.
we're happy to have
Yeah,
you,
it's
brother.
good working with him.
Really happy to have you. So do I look in this one over here?
Yeah.
Look around, Sam, and talk to me.
Look into so much as much when you're speaking.
Or you can turn around and look at it.
Hey, everybody. No.
There's so many different narratives. 2020. Yeah. What is it? 2024. We said right. Yeah. Okay.
A little longer.
No, I'm grateful for all the growth that we've had. Personally, I've had a lot of growth. Not a lot of hair growth. I know that. I couldn't. I
Had to get a haircut.
had to get a hair joke in there or lack thereof. Two.
We get a tally going at the bottom of the screen.
Good. Please do. Yeah. Please do. I didn't want to stumble through the year.
That was a good one.
Or over 5 o'clock shadow anybody's efforts. It's so many hair jokes that we've got or lack of. But no, honestly, we've done so much. In this past year, I think in 2023 we agreed that we were going to do more in 2024 just because it rhymes. It sounded good. And it was like a motivation. And I think we've done that, and we'll circle back to that here in a little bit, right? But we've done that. We've grown significantly. We've maintained a phenomenal staff. That says a lot for us in recovery. Is that we've actually stood still and focused on what we do. We gained Kevin, and glad you're here because Kevin's working here now. But when I first went into treatment, I looked up to him. I remember.
Huh? You had a low bar then.
I had a low bar. No, no. I looked up to him, and I remember sitting there just lost in treatment. I don't know if you remember this or not, and you just don't know where you fit in. You don't know where you fit in those situations. And I was sitting there in the cafeteria, and I was feeling a little awkward, uncomfortable, and wasn't meshing well with some of the people. Maybe because I've got a little bit of a personality conflict sometimes. But I remember Kevin saying, "Come over here." Come over here. He was a peer mentor at the time. And he said, come over here. And he invited me to come over and sit at the table. And I felt like I had somebody I could relate to and talk to and share some experiences with. So I'm glad you're here. And those times that you've been in a treatment, that meant a lot. I got to fill his shoes in the peer mentor office. And I remember as I was graduating, he was making a decision to move on beyond peer mentoring there. And he told me, you're going to get the golden chair. You're going to get the golden chair. And I'm like, really? And I was so excited because it is like one of the coolest positions to hold in the peer mentor office. And it is the most nightmarish positions at the same time, which is MT1 peer mentor. And the thing is you got a chance to learn so much and gain so much from those guys that are coming in the door because they are the most unmanageable. They've got everything going on and they want to fix it all right away.
It's like herding cats.
Cats, yeah, very, very, yeah, cats with ADHD, but ultimately, and I know Matt's looking at the clock over there, going, "Hurry up, dude." Ultimately, there's just been so much, growth in all of us, and I'm so grateful to see that. We having stability in our lives, watching you guys. Watching you go through everything you've gone through. And I've said it to the rest of the people in here. I haven't said it to you, but for somebody who has that much going on, you have it together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how. Yeah. So that much instability in your life, you're so stable. And I don't think you ever give yourself enough credit for that. So that's impressive. It's impressive to see us We're all here because we're all here, right?
Right.
And it's amazing to see us keep the glue together and show people how that works. So grateful for you guys, and you guys are my family. I've got family, but you guys are my family. Dysfunctional.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that was jealousy you seen from Matt, because he's the only guy that's at this table that wasn't up here empty one pyramid door.
Nathan was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be. It seemed like a lot.
Well, it was a lot, but it was worth it.
It was a lot.
a lot.
Wasn't it?
I'm
Yeah.
better one-on-one with the guys. No, not
He's
20 people coming at you at
It's a
once.
lot, yeah. And that's,
We'll be right back.
Every day, an average of 130 people die from an opioid overdose. Opioid overdose is the leading cause of death among adults 50 and younger in the United States.
Naloxbox helps save the lives of overdose victims, and there are now over 600 units installed nationwide, but we can do better.
Each unit increases access to naloxone, it reduces the stigma that's often associated with opioid overdose, and it works to save lives one box at a time. We hate that there are so many places in this country that need naloxbox units, but the truth of the matter is there are still so many more that need them. Although rescue should not be the only strategy used to address this epidemic, it remains a very important one. You have the chance to improve victim outcomes and the chance to reduce overdose deaths. Whether you're in the private or public sector, you can make a statement that you care. You can install a naloxbox, and you can help us save lives.
One thing I have always wondered is who put the alphabet in alphabetical order. At Turning Point, our goal is to help you put your life back in order. If you struggle or have struggled with substance use disorder and are in need of help, come see us at 415 Broadway Street, Paducah, Kentucky, or call 270-444-3621 and sign up for peer support services with one of our friendly staff who have lived experience with addiction. Hope to see you soon.
He's also the only person that either has most of his hair or not gray-headed at the table.
There you go, buddy.
Mine's by choice. What are we talking about?
Amanda, hold yourself accountable.
I would like to hold myself accountable for
This is where I hear about things I didn't even know about.
Brandon. Yeah, I'm going to need to see you in your office first thing Monday morning.
Who's in trouble, you or me?
I don't know. Well, my year has been interesting. I've accomplished some things. I've had family issues. I had to put my dog to sleep, but my dog really was sick. So I'm not a murderer.
She said it. We were all thinking. We were all implying.
But let's see. My family had to go through a lot. We had my granddaughter had a brain tumor, so we all had to deal with that in Louisville. But she's okay. She's got some residual side effects from that we're having to deal with. But so that was very kind of gut wrenching. You don't ever. I've been through cancer, but I don't ever expect childhood cancer is kind of a different thing altogether. So dealing with that was really kind of tough, but it was great to have a work family that was very supportive and was there for me through that. So we got through that, and she's doing great. I graduated college, so I have an associate's degree.
All right.
Yes. So I was really proud of that. And then I got accepted to Lindsey Wilson College, and I'm working on my bachelor's degree in human services and counseling. So that started that new adventure, and it's totally different than the way I was used to doing school. So trying to balance full-time job and going to school has been kind of a challenge. It's a whole new world from what I'm used to. So I've been just trying to find the balance between that. I've taken on, another endeavor of, working on call for another organization, and that is something that's just a whole new experience, and trying to keep my mental health. stable through that and not trying to take on like too much, more than what my mental and emotional health can handle. So I just have to practice a lot of self-care and mental health care. All my scans have come back good for my 5-year remission, and that's like a big milestone in cancer. The 5-year mark is where you really want to like make it to. So I just had like all of my scans, and they have all come back really good. So that's like a big monumental milestone for me. And then he wasn't like a certified like emotional support animal, but my Great Dane Bo was there. I got him 2 months after I got out of treatment. And I got him so that I would never be alone because my boyfriend at the time worked on the boat. And he was with me all through treatment of cancer, and he's just been my ride or die since I got out of treatment. And about a month ago, he started having seizures, and he just became very ill, and so we had to put him to sleep. And that was very rough for me. And I think you even said that I was more upset on the phone when I told you about him than when I told you about my granddaughter. And I think, it was because of making the decision of having to end his life. And I know, Matt, you had trouble with that. But it was really nice that I did have someone that I could lean on who was going through the same thing that I was going through. And I think Matt and I kind of bonded over that. We did a podcast about it. And that was really healing for me. So I really want to say thank you for, being able to have a job where, I can do stuff like that and share with my coworkers. I don't know what I would do without my work family. You guys really are the best. And I'm very grateful for each and every one of you.
Well, thank you, man.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
My turn?
Are you going to follow that?
It's hard. It's hard because just like with Sam, man, I'm in that maintenance phase right now. I think the big thing for me is this last year, I think I've kind of got more comfortable with being a dad. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I'm not such a nervous wreck about everything anymore. My little boy's growing up, bonding with the other children that we have at home. And we have a good family unit now. Going on vacations and doing family stuff that I never really got to do as a kid. So it's kind of me carving my own path through this. Just like Amanda, I haven't graduated yet, but in a couple weeks I'll have my associate's degree. I'm already registered for Murray State, so right on your heels with that, and that's exciting. That's coming up. And like the probation thing, I've cleared all my stuff to be removed from supervision, and that's just whenever. So hopefully I'll be getting off probation, right at the beginning of 2025. That's pretty exciting. I've never completed supervision and never even went to the office to get signed up for supervision. So, being legal and not having to worry about jail and all that kind of stuff is really, it does really feel good. And I tend to forget how far removed I am from that sometimes. It's not even a thing anymore. I'm not nervous about warrants or any of that stuff, and it feels really good. And my family don't have to suffer because of my decisions anymore like that. And I'm grateful for that. Got no complaints, really, man. I've preparing is what I feel like I've been doing, because we got my family and I got some pretty heavy stuff coming up. Our 17-year-old turns 18 in a few days, and she's moving. And as much as it affects me passively because of my girlfriend. That's her first child, and she's leaving the nest. It's scary, emotional. It just sucks. So I'm just here and being the best supportive person that I can be, which I tend to forget how grateful I am for what recovery has done for me personally, in a sense that I can be there for people. I don't have to be judgmental. I don't have to be, well, you need to do this, screw that, all this. I can just be there. And I forget how powerful that is, just having people there. And, it's not too often that I feel unsafe because of you guys. I do stupid stuff sometimes. I say stupid things sometimes.
No.
Not you.
No, I won't see it on this podcast most times, but
you might.
But you're good, you know.
If I didn't edit it out.
Yeah, yeah. But I love myself. I'm not even in a cocky way. It's just I'm thankful for the person I've grown into. I am the person that you see that's goofy and all. That's me. Like, that is legitimately. I'm not having to put on an act or anything. I'm like that all the time, and it didn't used to be that way. So I'm thankful for you guys for allowing me to have that space to be that. Yeah, sorry.
It's called tolerating.
You know, give an inch, take a mile. But no, everything in my life is better than I ever would expect it, and you know, there's a high potential for growth. You know, I'm doing better with school. I'm doing better as being maybe I'll get married next year. You know, that'd be cool. I hope so.
You know, you put that on a podcast, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's been talked about.
It's an expectation.
Yeah.
Aren't you getting married? Want to get married in Vegas and
Elope.
What's the theme?
Fallout in the desert.
The video game.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's ironic, huh?
Awesome.
Yeah. No, I am. You guys have been with me from all of it. You know what I mean? That hasn't changed. Y'all been with me through everything. Y'all been with me through me becoming a dad, to me having troubles in my life and having a safe place to come and talk about it. You know, and you two have been with me through all of it.
Every second, huh?
Brandon has been really passively. You know what I mean? So,
Hey, can we get Tony Point to close down and have a destination wedding where we all fly out to Vegas?
no, really though. Thank all of you for if that's what it is, tolerating me, because you know, I'm just thankful for you guys, man. That's all I really got to say about it. Y'all just don't know how much it means to me.
Isn't it crazy to look back, though? I mean, I don't know. I find moments where you wonder. No.
Not every glance that I do means something.
Shut up! I'm talking.
Once Michelle talks, though, you got to give her some space, because that's her camera right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's plenty of space.
Well, I'm going to be lighting the area.
There you go.
You know, are you going to have a ticker?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it crazy, though? There's times when I start to get phone calls from people or family members, and they're leaning on me for support, or people just that we work with or whatever, and then you look back and like, holy crap, I've become the responsible person that people rely on. You know, you think about it, of course that's our job, and that's who we are today, and it becomes a normal. But then you look back and like, I was begging them for money on my commissary, on my to get money in jail at some point in time. Like, that was what I was begging them. I was a parasite to them for the most part. Yep. You know, they never told me that, but that's what I was. Yeah. And today it's different. People lean on us. People rely on us. We're the solid part.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
Mom called me for advice a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" That's what I remember saying. I'd be like, "What do you want me to say?" I didn't feel qualified, but it was really just as somebody comes here asking about their recovery or things like that. It was like my mom come up and was asking me for advice, and I was like, "Wow."
Yeah.
How? Because it's family stuff, you know. But as simple as that is that, as he said, we become reliable individuals, and sometimes it's a big responsibility, but it makes me feel good. Yeah, you know, it really does.
It's stressful sometimes too. You're like, I don't want to be that guy right now.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta be the calm one?
But it's a whole lot better than the alternative. Like, it's so much better than the alternative.
Yeah. So 2024, man, it's been an excellent year.
Are we out of tape now? Huh? Are we out of tape now?
Who are you?
Oh.
No, 2024 has been an excellent year. You know, I had a warrant in Arkansas that I got taken care of.
She can say it on public record now.
It's been wonderful to have a warrant.
Yeah,
wonderful.
but no, I got it taken
warrant.
care of, man. That thing's been following me around since 2012. You know, and I finally.
What kind of warrant was it?
Yeah, what was it for?
Uh-oh.
It was a ticket and failure to appear, and
you don't have to answer, you know that. Just in case there's anything in there.
All these other states.
No, it's mostly traffic violations.
Oh, okay.
you know, so I got that taken care
She's
of.
a good driver, though, right?
I am a good
absolutely.
driver.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent driver.
Excellent driver. That was a movie, I think, right? Okay.
But
Bandit,
It's gonna rain, man.
it's not gonna let me talk.
Bandit.
Okay.
The seventh bandit.
Sorry.
No. My oldest daughter, she's been moved out a year. So, I had to deal with that last year, and that was probably the hardest thing I went through was her leaving the home and just getting used to not having her with me every day and working through that fear because she is, she's type 1 diabetic and, just being okay with when she's sick and not being her caregiver, her primary caregiver. So that was just really, it was hard to let go of that responsibility and trust that she's going to be okay without me. I took me and the girls, we went to the zoo this year, and I've been to 3 or 4 concerts. Life's good. Like, somebody else was sharing that they really didn't go through much, but I just feel like I've maintained, like Nathan was saying, I've just maintained my sobriety, went through a few bumps, learned to let go and not be in control, and just trusting that everything's going to be okay. I got some good news. My daughter, she's expecting her first baby, so I'm going to be a grandma.
What name did you decide on?
I didn't get to sign on.
Granny?
Oh, my name Gigi.
But I like Granny better. You guys like
No, I hate that.
I like Grandma.
Grandma?
No,
Grammy.
it's Gigi.
Maybe Grammy.
Nana.
No.
I almost like Nana.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, I think Gigi, it's a fun name, and I'm a fun
It
person.
is.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. Let's see. I guess that's about it. Yeah, so my daughter, she's going to have a baby.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting. I've got some big plans for next year. I'm wanting to do some renovations on my home, and I've already talked to my dad, and he's going to do the work, and I'm just going to pay for it. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can dig it, though.
Yeah, it's cool. Just work your great. He's going to be a great grandfather.
Yeah.
Just work the great grandfather to death. No, my dad likes doing stuff like that. So
Does he?
He does.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So was your mom?
Sam
told
was
you?
trying to make me like crap there.
No, he's a hard worker. So
I was just playing.
He's
I'm sure he loves working.
He's trying to retire. He's like, yeah, I love this stuff. Michelle's like, but
my
I'll
mom's
pay
definitely
you.
going to insist that he does it so that he's not there bothering her.
So
Okay, there we
just so we
go.
have this on, so this is all you and your mom's work. Your mom says he loves doing that kind of stuff. Now, if it's on the record, how much are you going to pay this poor man?
It's probably just free labor.
Material.
free labor.
He loves working for free. It's his favorite.
You and your mother
Wouldn't have it any other way.
this plan to get him out of the house.
Out of the
this poor
kindness
man.
of his heart.
Mr. Fonda, we're very, very sorry what you're going to go through in 2025.
Well, how grateful you got family that'll do that for you, Michelle. It's
Yeah.
cool. That is cool.
Whether they like it or not.
My mom spoke.
Okay.
what?
About watching an accident on camera.
Kevin just
I hope I
died.
leaned back or forward just in time for that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I think according to the census, it's been a good year for everybody. I mean, we survived it. You know?
Yeah.
All right. I love you all, man. It's been fun. I'm looking forward to next year. I hope you all have a great Christmas. You know.
I will.
Yeah.
The vacation, man.
Brandon's
Yeah.
leaving the country for Christmas.
That's when we have. You had to tell him about the 3 parties you got planned for when he's gone. haven't you?
Don't.
Well, that's why. Oh, yeah.
We can talk about a budget later.
Ouch. I'll be checking in.
All right, check us out on YouTube or listen to our audio versions on Apple, Google, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, and as always, stay grateful.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction or in recovery and needs guidance, speak with Turning Point's team of peer support specialists by calling 270-444-3621. You are not alone, and we are proof that recovery is possible.